Hey ladies, it's Ebony. I hope everyone is having a great day and everyone enjoyed their Mother's Day yesterday. I hope everyone felt appreciated and loved and all that good stuff because it was such a beautiful day yesterday. So, yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed their day. Um, Today, I wanted to talk about identity theft. Now, it's not your typical identity theft. Oh, somebody stole Eb identity. Oh, somebody did this. Somebody took her credit cards and took her money and went on a shopping spree. No, not the way that you're thinking it. Now, I did have my identity taken before, but it wasn't through money or anything like that. It was through a man and how I lost myself in him. But God, being God and having grace and salvation, His salvation, I've been found. So, I'm talking about identity theft and who am I? Do I really know who? Do you really know who you are? And that is the topic and the message of today. Who am I? Do you know who you really are? So let's get right into it. So when I ask you, do you know who you really are? I'm not asking you, okay, what's your name? What race are you? Or what's your job title? No, I'm asking you, do you know who you are? Do you know who you are in God? Because God is the only person that you can find yourself in because He created you. So, do you know who you are? And do you know that God made all of His children uniquely made? No one has the same identity. No one. No one has the same identity. No one. Understand that God made us different and He made us unique. And He made us in His image. Just like He did Jesus. He made Jesus in His image. He sent Jesus down here into the world. And Jesus understood who He was. Jesus understood who He was. He knew who He was. And He knew who His identity came from. So when He came into this world, He came down and He was criticized. Clearly He was crucified. He died for what He believed in, but He never changed who He was. God sent Him into this world, into the demonized. He sent Him to the prostitutes. He sent Him to the people with leprosy. He sent Him into the world of sin with identity. That's how Jesus was able to really change this world before He was crucified. But understand, He was also humiliated and they tried to embarrass Him, and He was criticized for being different. So understand, God made us different. God didn't make you and me the same. We probably have the same characteristics. We might have the same interests, but we are two totally different women, two totally different people. So my question is, so if God made us so different, why are we trying to conform to what is around us and become everyone else? If we were made to be different, we were made to be unique, why are we conforming to the people around us? And what I find common is that we as women, we lose ourselves in our men because they are, let me turn this light off, I'm sorry, those look shiny. they are the closest things to us. So because we've been dating this man for a year, 2 years, we start to slowly become them. We slowly become them. So we begin, and if you're a woman that do not know who you are, you're gonna lose yourself totally in this man because you don't know who you are. So what you are looking for is for someone to validate you. So as soon as this man call you gorgeous or call you pretty, you jump right at him. You just think you get attached to him, you get connected to him so fast. And of course that's a soul tie. That is an ungodly soul tie. So, and that will be part 2. I will talk about that in part 2 of this series. Soul ties and how they are it's very important to allow God to be the head of your relationships, because ungodly soul ties are running rapidly around this world today. So yeah, so you get it connected to this man, the first man that calls you beautiful, the first man that says you're gorgeous, the first man that says this, the first man that says that, and now you are with this man, and now you are living with this man, and you are sleeping with this man, and every time you are becoming more and more connected to him. So you are becoming more of him, and you losing a lot of yourself and becoming more of him and keeping him happy. So by the time the end of your relationship, you and you know, he cheated on you, he disrespected you, he lied to you, he manipulated you, he did all of this, and now to the end of your relationship, when his thing is like, I'm done, I don't want to be in this no more, or whatever the case is, now you are sitting there like, oh my God, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't have no life without him. I don't know where I will begin without him. I did everything with him. Everything. I don't know who I am without him. So now you're trying to pick up the pieces of your life. You're trying to pick up the pieces of who you are. And if you knew who you were in the first place, you wouldn't even have been with that type of man. But because you didn't know who you were looking for yourself in whoever validated you first. So once we understand that when we were born, we came to this world with identity. We came to this world with an identity. God validated us when he put us in our mother's womb. We were validated. We had identity. Now, we probably didn't have a name picked out for us. We probably didn't even have a race picked out for us. But God was like, I know I'm sending this daughter, and I'm making her in my image. I am giving her an identity. I am giving her purpose. She is to be birthed by this woman, and she is to be raised up back to me, and she is to everything that I put in her is for it. If it's for it to be given out to what is on the earth. But you have to know who you are first to tap into that purpose. You have to understand who you are in God. So many of us are being birthed with identity, allowing life to take it away, and putting our identity in so many other people, to the point that we are literally conforming to society's mindset. Because you got to understand, it's God's identity and then it's society's identity, and so many of us is going by society's identity because we live in society. And we have to understand that's not the reason why we were here for. We were not here to conform. We are here to change what is already going on in the world. You see, Jesus went to the prostitutes, but he didn't come a prostitute, because he knew who he was. His thing is, I'm here to change. I'm not here to conform. So we have to stop looking for people to validate us, because we are not comfortable with the uniqueness that is in us, and the uniqueness and the difference that God has in us. So what we do is we conform, and we lose our identity in society, and then we allow society to give our identity. Now, if we don't have the standards of society, and society is like, well, you're not really considered beautiful because your hair too nappy. Well, you're really not considered beautiful because you're too dark. You're not light enough. So you're really not that cute. Oh, you're not really considered really of our standard because you're not the one that got the red bottoms on and the Brazilian hair down to her knees. Like, you're really not considered our type. So yeah, so they'll push you to the side. So now they're making you feel like your uniqueness and your uniqueness, the physical uniqueness that God has blessed you with, is not good enough. So what we begin to do is, the first man that calls you gorgeous, or the first man that calls you beautiful, we attach ourselves to him, and then we find ourselves becoming that man and every spirit that is in that man. So we have to understand that we are to find our identity only in God. And if you lost your identity, God is still like, listen, I got it right here. I know who you are. I can tell you who you are. But we have to understand, when God begins to reveal to us who we are, it could be a harsh reality, because the fact is, a lot of us are comfortable where we are. We know we lost. We know we shouldn't be there. We're not really happy, but we are comfortable where we are because we've been there for so long. So when you be like, you want to find yourself, you find your identity, you go to God and be like, God, all right, I want to know who I am in you. I want to know who I am. And he says, okay, I'm gonna start revealing who you are. She start revealing who he is to you, and who you are to yourself, I'm sorry. And he'd be like, now I need you to leave that man, because the woman that you are does not belong with that man, or the woman that you are should not be around that crowd. So if you want to go to the next step of the next level of who you are, get them out that way. Get them out the way. God don't care about your tears. He ain't gonna be like, oh, she's crying me a river. God gonna like, cry that river. But still get that person out your life. And the sad truth is, so many of us don't. God give us free will to pick and choose. And the sad reality is that so many women choose society instead of choosing God, because it's easier to conform to society than to be crucified and be criticized for being unique, but also being blessed tremendously by picking God. It's so true. So ladies, we have to embrace who we are, love who you are. Stop losing yourself in everyone around you. Stop losing yourself in everyone around you, and allowing all these different personalities to become you. And then when they leave you, because which they will, you wouldn't know where to go, what to do. So love who you are. Stop allowing this society to dictate if you're beautiful or not. God already made you beautiful. He made you worthy. Understand that, love it, and tap into that purpose. Tap into the purpose. I wanted to read something that I had written a while ago. It was like a month or two ago, but it was called Identity Theft, and it says, "Who am I?" And this is my story, just written in this little, I guess a little poem or something like that. But I just wanted to read it to you guys to let you know God's glory and God's grace, and that even if you are lost right now, surrender yourself to Him, and He will reveal who you are, because we are beautiful. We are beautiful. We have to stop allowing the rich and famous, because it cracks me up, because what's her name, Emily's fabulous baby mom, she is gorgeous, beautiful woman, sweetheart she looks like. But everyone want to be like, I want to be like her. I want to be her because she got fabulous. She got how many kids from Fabulous? I want to say like 2 or 3 children from Fabulous, but he still ain't put a ring on it. So stop with the I want to be like them, I want to be like her, because the fact is, even though she's not saying it, she still don't got a ring on her finger. So the heels, the hair, the lashes, the eyebrows on fleek, the face beat to the gods, the short skirts and all of that. Now, I'm not saying I have a problem with people wearing makeup. I'm not saying that. Please do not put words in my mouth. Yeah, I'm a natural sister, but I don't have no problem with makeup and all that stuff. Well, what the issue is that when you do it to try to emulate someone else instead of just being your natural self, and just understanding, okay, I like makeup, I like my face beat, but without this, I'm still gorgeous, I'm still beautiful. I see so many women on here that be like, oh my God, I got a pimple, I'm ugly, you don't want to see my ugly acne face. Really? You are gorgeous. Why would you even say that about yourself? So, but as soon as, your face is beat, then it's, oh my God, I feel pretty, all this other stuff. Understand that a man, when he goes to sleep with you, he's not waking up to a woman full of makeup on her face. He's going to wake up to the woman she is. And if a man don't really love you for who you are, I don't give a crap if you got acne, pimples, blemish all over your face. If that man is like, well, ooh, can you put some makeup on? Understand that's not the man for you, because he don't love you for you. He don't love you for you. But we are beautiful sisters. So yeah, let me read this real quick. So it says, I was such a beautiful woman. My life had so much promise and meaning. I knew where I was going and how far I was going until the day someone stole my identity. I cannot believe it. I thought trying to help him find himself was what God would have wanted me to do. Or was it? In the process of trying to help him find himself, his identity, I lost mine. Instead of helping him, I lost myself in him. People began to stop seeing that young, vibrant, promising woman, but the spirit of a possessive, controlling man. I guess it's true what they say. Be around someone long enough, you become them. My light began to dim the deeper I got into him, until eventually my light blew out completely. I was left in complete darkness. I did not know who or where I was. The light I'm referring to represents God. I had put a man at the head of my life and God beneath. But you know one good thing about the darkness, it does not last forever. The light, God, is never far and is ready to embrace you and ready to show you what you've been searching for all along, which is you. So that's my writing. I love you, ladies. I'm going to shut up now. But I really pray that this helps someone. We have to find out our identity, allow God to reveal us who we are, and He validate us once again, rebirth us again, and become women of integrity, class, and women that know who they are. And the next time a man step to you, he gonna have to come correct, because you know why? You know who you are, you know what you deserve, and you know the creator that made you, and he made you in his image. So be blessed, ladies. I love y'all. Peace.